Welcome back to another vlog video, and I have a question for you. What do you get when you take a car and a deer? I'm gonna show you what you get when you take a deer in a car. This is the answer to my question. That is what you get right there. Yep, hit a deer. I would show the picture of the deer, but I can't show that because the deer is like really bad. But I'd just like to say that nobody did get hurt other than the deer. The deer did pass away on the side of the road, but as you can see, hit it pretty hard here. Lights out right there. Not the headlight out right there. At first I thought maybe that was like some fur, but it's actually part of the vehicle. And whenever you drive this puppy now, little tiny parts, they fall off onto the ground, onto the road. So this car is no longer drivable. I mean, it still runs and everything like that, but it the deer damaged the car pretty bad, as you can see. I mean, this part right here alone, look how far it's sticking out. And this is like a big, huge metal piece too. Absolutely damaged beyond recognition. Look at this little tiny hole right here. And then, of course, the blinker right here. Now the front blinkers are gone, but the back blinkers, they still work. I don't know how, but well, I'm assuming it's because, you know, only the front was hit, and so the back, I guess it's not that hard to believe that it would still be working. But as I try to push this back in place, it's not even going back in place. Ah, there we go. Well, I can push it back in place, but it's not staying in place. And as you can see, this little tiny piece, where'd it go? I'm trying to get on camera. Right there, it just fell off. And then the headlight is busted up pretty bad. Right there's like a light plug spark for it and everything else. How far the hood comes up. Right here. This is a big, huge dent. Don't know if it's showing up on the camera. Well, on very well, but right here where his deer was hit, right on the side of the car, right there. Again, everybody is okay, but then I had to take this car to the shop. So that's not what I'm doing now though, but I don't know how much that's gonna cost. Probably a lot of money, but yeah, but everybody's okay, so please don't worry. I'm still here, folks, but let's go ahead and start this vlog video. Yeah. Alright, as we go inside here. Ah, that's the name of this place. Weather Museum. Or like Weather Museum. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, guys, but that's the name of it. Here's the outside of it as well. It is a nice day out today. It's like 55. I probably don't even need my hoodie, but I'm gonna wear it anyway. So
you have arrived.
I don't know why my phone went off. Oh, that was GPS. I guess GPS is gonna be in the video as well. I don't know if they're open. It says that they're open. So we're gonna go inside and take a look first. That massive scalp right there. I have zero idea what that's supposed to be, but it's just like some, like maybe a tree. A tree. It's a tree that was carved into that. Huh. Interesting. Here's the museum entrance right here. Big huge rock. If we look off here to the side before we go inside the building, because I think that's the museum right there. This is the button house. So I'm guess there's like a lot of buttons down here. Now I don't know. I think you just gotta pay for the museum. But right there is a further gardens. Huh. So it looks like they're like planting like fruits and vegetables and such like that right over here. Where's my, oh, okay. Right here is where they planted. It looks like it's freshly mowed as well. So, yeah, and if you look right here, they're also planting gardens right over here in this section. Now, I don't know if this house is part of the museum or not, but here is a historic marker for Historic Home Association. Here's a nice little spot right here to chill and hang out. All this is outdoors, but we're also gonna go inside the museum itself. But oh, okay, so this building is called the Button House. As you can see right there, you can pause the video if you want to go ahead and take a look. But it also has that little thing up top that I'm already walked through, but I mean walked by, but I didn't really see it. But there it is. I guess it like twirls. It's supposed to twirl anyway. Maybe if like the wind's like way stronger, it'll go ahead and do that. But before we go in the museum, I don't know if you gotta pay to get inside here. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna look out the outside first, then we're gonna go inside. Our favorite spot to gather. So this is where they would gather on Sundays. It looks like somebody built this by hand, obviously. I don't know why I said it like that for, but I did. We got this big, huge table right here. It looks like maybe like seances would be held in here. But as you see, they got like these branches and logs with the leaves and everything. All right here. There's some benches here as well. And that's the view for down in there also. It's right by the railroad tracks as well. So if I sit down on this bench and just, you can kind of see how it would look like for them to come out here on Sunday. And that's the house, but I don't know. I know you got to pay to get into the museum, which we will do. But for now, we're just kind of exploring outside and seeing what we can see around and such like that. But yeah, these benches, they're not bad. They're very cozy, very easy to settle in and everything like that. You know, and I don't even think I'm going to edit this video. Honestly, I think it's just going to be one long shot. So, and they are moving the benches. I don't know why. Maybe they're like making room for something else. I don't know, but nonetheless, still a nice little spot right there with this nice little stone table. Everybody just sitting around and just chilling as we move on from there. This is the house right here, but again, I think you gotta pay to get in there, so let's go ahead and walk down these steps right over here. All these steps are kind of steep, but they go underneath the bridge. Okay, yeah, I think maybe that house is forward of it, but right now, I guess we'll just start down here. These steps are kind of steep, so I better be cautious when walking down these stairs right down here, because I do not want to fall and tumble and crack my head. Ugh. So I'm minding my step here as we go underneath the bridge. Here we go. Whoa. This is just going to be one endless shot as I go up these stone stairs. So please just mind the pausing here. This is where the bridge would be. So the bridge that I just walked down. So we need to go that way to go down. So let's go ahead and go down this way so we can get down to that train down there. There is a train down there. Here's something. No, you can pause that and read it if you want to. It's like Money's Workshop or something like that. Looks like they're maybe getting ready to plant some flowers and such, but I would imagine all the dirt and stuff that we saw, you know, they're probably going to plant it after winter's over, obviously. I don't know why they would plant it now. Now is kind of like a bad time to go ahead and do that. Here's a picture of the family that used to live on these grounds. Their big fancy car right there. You can pause that if you want to, but it's the Wither family. I think that's how you pronounce that word. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna walk down this stairway now and just kind of make our way around, and museum will be the last thing. I don't know, I might make this a two-parter here depending on how long it takes me to down here. Follow the paths and walk the steps past the stone walls. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and look around then. Again, this one long video, so just, no, mind everything. One continuous video. Oops, that was zoomed in. So there's two separate parts. This is the garden part, and then you got the museum. It's its own thing. So I don't know if you can ring this bell. Should I try to ring the bell? I'm gonna try to ring the bell. It's kind of hard to move, but nice little bell nonetheless. But it is kind of hard to move. It needs like oiled up, whatever. But look at this birdhouse. Wow, that's massive birdhouse. Let me zoom in here. I don't see any birds in it at the moment, but I'm sure there's probably is birds inside there that lay their nest inside there and everything, but they're probably like out getting food for their little babies and all that. But it is a cool, nice looking birdhouse. A lot of craftsmanship went into this birdhouse, that's for true. Like you see, they all have different holes on this side and on the other side and on the two ends right there, so birds can get in and out of that cool looking birdhouse. Wow, a lot of room must be inside there for the birds to go ahead and lay their eggs and build their nest. And then I don't know what this building's supposed to be. I don't know. Let's take a look inside. Let's see inside here. Okay, maybe like a old time phone booth. I'm thinking that's what this building it was supposed to be, or is. I don't know. There's echo in here though. Echo. But yeah, I'm thinking this is what this was used to be, because you see right here, like a phone would be right here, and oh, it looks like one of those things that like you would dial up right before you make a call out to somebody or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. Nice little phone booth right there, old school one. Nice. What is this railroad track right here? What is this thing? Oh, it's one of an old time railroad track thing. Okay. And this is an old railroad station, I guess. It is locked, so I can't go inside, but you see right here, here is a railroad track right here that probably used to go like all the way down there until like it got paved later on. But this used to be part of the of the railway from Ohio. As somebody's alarm's going off in the back. And this used to be a here's a sign for it, for what it used to be. I don't want to get it wrong. Oh, it's a telegraph office. See, I thought maybe it would be like a railroad office or something like that, but no, it's actually the Denver Telegraph Office from the early 1900s for steam engines. Okay. Yeah. So it is locked up, as you can see right there on the door. But it is a historic marker as somebody's car is going off. So we're going to walk down here and then make our way around. But if you look right here, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I think this is one of the things where you would turn it and then it would like move the track. Right? It would shift the track. Yeah, that's exactly what this thing is. It took me a minute to think about it, but I got it down pat, guys. It is supposed to shift the railroad tracks, as you see right there for that bar. Or yeah, I would say this bar right here, not this one. But yeah, we'll see that every day. And right up ahead, it's one of the manual track things where you would, one person would be on this side, the other person would be on that side, and you sit there and pump it back and forth, and it would move right along the railroad tracks. A lot of effort and a lot of work, to be quite honest, but this is what they had back in the day. You know, I wouldn't be doing something like that, especially during the winter months, especially during when it's cold. Don't want to be outside going up and down, kind of like a teeter-totter. Well, exactly like a teeter-totter, because that's what teeter-totters do. So, yeah. An old vintage sign right here. And I don't know if that's the railroad tracks. I'm gonna go find out, guys. We're gonna go check it out and see. This looks like it used to be a railroad track. At first I thought maybe it was part of the road, but okay, nope. I was wrong. It is part of the road. Duh. I thought that was a railroad track, but it's not. So we're gonna go check out this pavilion. Oh wow, look how cool that is. Really cool. Just a nice place to sit down. I'm sure they probably play like music in there. I mean, it's big enough to where you'll be able to get music in there, and people just playing like guitar, banjo, or anything else for that matter. And right here's another wagon that's full of dirt that they would use, push around, you know, and plant some plants right in the dirt. But even that's locked off. Here, let me back up so I'm able to get a big shot of all this. Right there. And here's another bell. I don't know, this bell's probably stuck just like the last one was. Let's see if we can't give it a ring here as I stand on top of these clocks. All aboard! All aboard! All aboard the station! That's what they used to do back in the day. All aboard! All aboard the station! Man, definitely louder than I personally do it. But, you know, I guess I can get my voice up there if I really dig deep inside and just let it out. Now, there is a sign over here, but I was going to take a look at it, but honestly, I don't think it's anything important. It's actually an exit sign that I'm looking at it, so it's you know, actually not that important. But here are the hours, the weather, museum, clouds. You know, sometimes it's just nice to get out, get some fresh air, relieve my mind. I don't know. Just kind of winging it today, quite honestly. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Normally, I edit my vlog videos, but today, you know what? Heck it. It is what it is. You see what you see. And, oh, somebody got some trash right there. I hate when people do. We're trying to keep the place clean, and people go and do something like that, throw litter all around like they don't have any care in the world. Come on, folks. Let's be a tiny bit respectful, okay? That's all I ask. All right? And we are getting, oh man, this building right over here, it's tore up, but it looks like a phone booth that we just saw that was right over there. But we're going to take a look at it since it's here. You know, it does look like it's like multiple damaged. Look at this. Look, the door's gone and everything. Like somebody tried to punch through or something like that. There is no thing inside like there was at the other booth though. So I guess you know, whatever that was. There's a train right over there, but see, we started right over there, worked our way around. Now here comes a railroad truck. I mean a railroad truck, a mailman, the mail carrier. Ooh, but then let's go ahead and stay over here. He passes, and take a look at this massive rock. I don't know what the significance of this rock is. I have zero idea. There's a sign, so I'm going to go check out the sign and see what is the significance of this rock. That's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and see. Oh, okay, well, that's for general parking and handicap. Well, then I guess it's just supposed to be a big rock. There is no riding on it or anything like that. It's just a big rock just sitting here right in the middle. It's kind of colorful though. You can see like the stuff on the side of it. It's a colorful rock. Probably an old rock. I don't know. If I had to put a year on it, probably like 100 years old. And that's just a rough estimate. Totally wrong on that. I could be totally wrong on that. I don't even know, guys. But, you know, it is what it is. It's probably a 100-year-old rock, I'm sure. It's got to be, right? I don't know. Beats me. But now we made it to the train, and we saw some trains in one of my other vlog videos, so go check out that video. But here is this trolley. This ain't a train, this is part of the train, but this is called a trolley. Make sure I get that right. See right here, I don't know what this thing used to be. It might be one of those things that you pull, but it don't look like that. It looks like maybe like a railroad crossing sign, like an old one that they had back in the day. This is the train as I do a 360 right there. Nice little size trolley. Now we can walk up there. I guess we'll just go this way and just kind of walk up here, and maybe we can see inside. Here we go. I'm walking up the steps. Oh, yeah, look at the big steering wheel right here. Oh, well, you can turn it. You can't turn it to the left, but you can turn it to the right. Ooh, yeah, I don't want to hear that. That's kind of sounds like nails on a chalkboard. But there is the inside right there. So it looks like they might have changed it up a little tiny bit. I don't know if I can get in. No, I can't get in. Security system anyway. So I'm pushing on that door. I'm glad the alarm didn't go off. Because he'd be like, what are you doing? At the back of this side as well. Unhinged today. Unhinged. That's what I'm gonna call this video. You see, oh, they do have something in the window that we can look at for this trolley. Let's go ahead and see what it says. Class S5, built in 1927, and I was in service on the Willard Howard run until 1974. At the end of every frog. Train is the little red. Cabas is an office. Wheels. And you can go ahead, if I get a better shot, you can pause that if you really want to read it. But here's I don't know what this thing is. I want to say this pulley right here is probably the brake, but I could be absolutely 100% wrong on that. Another steering wheel. This one's more sturdy than the other one. Here is the other side of the back of the train. You see that right back there? Looks like maybe that used to be like a bunk bed that they took down. I don't know, but that is the inside. So, and I think there's just one more train down here. one more choo-choo train. Let's see, it kind of just goes off back in there. I don't know what, I don't see anything. I will zoom in though, so you can get an idea of what I'm at as I pan back out here, just walking along this trail now that they have. So that's the last trolley right down there. I don't know if this trail goes anywhere. I guess we'll head this way before I go back that way. This is gonna be its own separate video. So as I'm just walking here, just one long continuous shot. You don't see that on YouTube. Oh look, I think that's a dog, or maybe that's a kitty, of just one long continuous shot. But look, I think that's a cat. Kitty! Look, it's looking around. Kitty! I don't know, I think that's like a stray cat. I don't think it's like a garden cat or anything like that. Oh, maybe I should grab it and take it home. No, earlier I said that it's kind of warm. It actually got a lot chilly. So, yeah. So this would be the end of the trail right here. Oh wait, here, let's see what this says. Out. If you are unable to walk up our stone step path, please proceed to the upper parking area through this parking lot, up the hill, taking the first left. Okay. I don't know. Is that a dog? I mean, that could be a dog. I don't know if this dog's friendly or not. Oh, there's another dog. So they're together. Alright, I'm gonna get close. These dogs are small, so I ain't really worried about, you know, them trying to do anything. Okay, well, it's not a dog, it is a cat. That cat ran away, but there is something down here. I didn't think there was anything down here. There is something down here, and I think it's like to the sewer or something like that. There goes that other cat. That cat don't have no tail. So you see this, it's like a tunnel. Oh, there is a way to get down in here. Listen, you guys know I'm an explorer. So looks like I can get down in here. Can I? We're going down. I better mind my step. I don't know where all these stones are. Look. The leaves, they could be covering like no spots. You know what I mean? Like if I step in, I might just fall all the way through. I don't know if there's like... I better mind my step. Oh. I don't know if this is... I think that's just one big pile of leaves. But that is a tunnel that leads down to somewhere. I wish I could get down there. I probably could, but man, if all these leaves weren't here, I'm risking it for you guys right now. Okay. Oh, no way. Look down here. Oh, wow. I don't know how far back this goes. This was not planned. I need to watch my head here. Oh my gosh. I'm in a dark, dark tunnel. Oh man. So it just goes all the way back and down in there. I don't know how far down I want to go back in there though. It's kind of creepy. I don't have any light with me also. So, yeah, I don't know how far down, but this tunnel is covered in walls. I didn't even know this was down here. There's like my echo right now that travels all the way down. I am bending over. I cannot stand straight up because if I do that, I'm gonna hit my head. But yeah, wow. This video took an interesting turn that even I wasn't expecting. Oh, there is water. I just stepped in water. Ugh. I need to step around this. Oh, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's like, it's not all the way. There's not a lot of water in here, but like every once in a while, you know, you'll get like a big, huge puddle of water. So I gotta kind of, I don't know how far back this goes, but I'm not gonna go all the way down there. I'm like not even halfway in, and my back is starting to hurt. I think this just goes on for I don't know how long, but I'm getting out of here, guys. Okay, my back is really hurting because you gotta bend over constantly. I mean, I could bend down, like take a break, but I don't know how far back that tunnel goes, so. Oh, man, at least got to explore a little bit. There's also another tunnel on the other side as well, but I'm not going down there. And that one is a very short tunnel. This is the long tunnel. Okay. Okay, I'm out now. Tunnel's right behind me. That was actually a lot of fun though, to be quite honest. A lot of graffiti in there. I don't know how far back it goes, but I'm getting out of here. We're gonna go look at the train. Then I'm gonna end the video if I can get a step up here. Ugh. Something smells really good. It was like some type of food or something like that. And this video is gonna be like a 40-minute video, but it's gonna be unedited, so it's all right. You don't see that on YouTube much anymore, like as I was saying before we ran into the tunnel. But you know, where all you get is one long continuous shot, you don't really see that anymore. All you see is like really short cut edits, which is fine because I do that too, but I'm just saying sometimes one long continuous shot can really show you a lot about that person. As I catch my breath here, whew, man, I don't even know why I'm out of breath, because honestly it wasn't that big of a hill. But this is the last thing that's down right here. It's like an engine, I guess. Yeah, it is an engine. It's like a coal room. And it had like most of the stuff you can see inside there. There would be like a performer or something like that they would have as I trip. Here's a better shot of it. Like its own little tiny steamboat there. That's basically it, guys. That's everything. There's the show. I'm gonna end the video right here because it is a long video. One long continuous shot. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video right there. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.